Hello! I am going to do a very short, hopefully easy makeup tutorial. Bare skin. Going to start out with my primer. It's a Mineral Fusion moisturizer, mattifying clay, helps control oil and shine. I love it. I'm gonna do over my face. I'm sorry, I have like no light in here because I'm rearranging my room and I have to order a lamp that I want to use that I don't have yet. And I got this clay stuff at Meijer. I don't remember how much it was. It wasn't expensive. Okay. Then get my brushes. Next, I'm wearing my swimming suit top because it's like 75 degrees today. It's gorgeous out. I'm going to use my Rimmel Lasting Finish. That's what I gotta put on next. I just dab that on in places. And I usually like using my brush to blend in my foundation because I have found that usually when I use a beauty blender to dab it in, I just always get left with it looking cakey, and I don't like that. So I like using my brush to blend. But don't push too hard with the brush because then it's like if you have dry skin, you're gonna make your skin look all flaky. And underneath the chin, make sure you go in circular motions to blend so you don't have that like really tan face and white neck. That looks really awkward. Okay, after I do that, I'm going to go in with my concealer because I have dark circles, and I use the Maybelline one. I'm trying this one out. So far, so good. I like it. Just go around dark circles and any like weird spots. And for my concealer, that I do use my beauty blender for. Just make sure it's damp, otherwise it will not blend very good. Okay. It's pretty good. At this point, I know everyone's different, but I like to set my foundation with, I'm using my powder under my eyes to bake it and set it. And for that, I just used my Maybelline New York setting powder. And then to contour, I'm going to use my Wet n Wild. And I forgot to say the brushes. This is Real Techniques by Sam and Nick. It doesn't really say a number on there, but all my brushes are fairly cheap that I got at Walmart. And I mostly try to just dab because my forehead gets really dry, and when I use brushes on my forehead, my skin starts to just break out and scabbing, drying, nasty flakes, and it looks really bad. Just on my forehead and my nose though. I don't have oily skin. Only usually in my not T-zone area is where it gets oily, and in my T-zone area it gets dry. I know you can't really see that good, but when I'm in a hurry I usually just do the powder contour. I don't really care about all the other stuff. No one really notices, doesn't matter. Okay, next I'm gonna move on to my eyes while I'm still baking a little while, actually. I will dust that off though. And this, I'm going to use my blush brush by Real Techniques again. It's very, very soft and light. That's why I love this to dust off anything, because I usually rub it all in. I make sure I set my foundation for the day and it doesn't move around. And it's really light, so I rub it in everywhere. I didn't put anything on. Okay. Now for my eyes, I'm going to use Wet n Wild. These colors. I'm just gonna play around with these. That was actually really dark to start out with. I can't see like anything right here. This is just my setting color. Shoot. And normally I do put concealer on my eyelids, but I totally forgot to. But that's okay. If you have concealer, make sure you put it on your eyelids unless you want creasing, which, unless I like really put a lot on dramatically, I will get creasing, but normally I don't get creasing till like way later. I'm using First I used this color for my crease line, and now I'm going into this lighter shimmerier color for my lid.